Good morning, good morning, good morning to you and also you. I am Stars Tina. Super excited to be here this morning. I'm trying to get my Instagram link working, but it doesn't seem to be working. There we go. We are live on Instagram. I'm here on YouTube, LinkedIn. I am about to get started on BWC. Super excited. So I'm just going to play my little promo video here as I get things going. Feeling good today. I'm going to be talking about the new moon. I'm going to be talking about rituals and routines, all that wonderful stuff. Where is my bloody well video? Here we go. I found it. Welcome to Mind, Body, and Soul Awakening, a show where we celebrate resilience and inspire transformation. Our guests share their stories of how they overcame a traumedy and turned it into a triumph. I am your host, Stars Tina. Get excited and let's have some fun. Hey, good morning again. Welcome to this morning motivation for me. As I told you yesterday, I'm normally here Tuesday and Thursday, but I'm doing a special segment right now on BWC Breakfast with Champions. So if you are watching this, I want you to pull out your phones, okay? Or you can just watch me live. I don't mind. Pull out your phones and download the Clubhouse app. I've been on this app for about 2 years. Actually, it's been longer than that, since COVID. And I found this room. It's called Breakfast with Champions. It's actually changed my life. It's changing my soul. And I want you to get a cup of something. I've got my ketones here. I don't know if you can see.
I love that.
I'm ready to charge, ready to go. Yes. Good morning.
Well, thank you. And go do something today that's going to make you feel young, tap into a young.
Row a snowball? No freaking way. We don't want any snow here. Good morning, everyone. Happy day. I no longer say the days of the week because I get confused. All the days just kind of roll into one another. Let me get a link at the top because if you want to see my face, there's some things I want to show you. I'm trying out this Instagram on the StreamYard. So if you want to see my face and what I'm about to show you today, jump on Instagram, YouTube, or LinkedIn. And I'm looking for a link here to put at the top because my girl Renee is a little bit busy, but that's okay. Today, I want to tap into a few things, but first, I want to say hello to everyone that's here because I feel like I've been missing you guys the past, what is today's date? The past 10 days, 9 days. And if this is your first time hearing my voice, I am Stars Tina, and I am a life and health coach. Fitness is my passion. And I love working with women that are over 40, women that are probably gone through a trauma or tragedy. They're kind of stuck with where they are. And guess what, family? Just to be totally authentic and real with you, the past few days have been a little bit challenging for me, and I'm pushing through. And today I feel totally amazing. So I want to share with you some things that's going on in my world, in your world as well, that's just going to motivate you all. And I like to talk about events, right? When you heard this morning, I think it was Charlene, when she spoke about things that you're going to do for the first quarter, that you're going to commit to. And last year I decided speaking was the thing I wanted to do because I know that I have a story. Renee, if you can put, oh, she's not in here. I was going to ask her to put the link at the top, but if someone can put my link up there. Yeah, she's in the car getting something for me because, you know, I'm just doing the most. But if you can put my link up there, that'd be great. All of my things are on Instagram, on my YouTube, on my link there, but you can find my YouTube there as well. But anyway, we were talking about things that you wanted to do for Q1. And I have decided that, I decided last year that speaking was the main thing I wanted to do. So I actually started with Toastmasters so I could get better at that. But then my mind kind of got derailed with so many amazing things that these humans do in this space here, like podcasting, like writing a book. And I realized those fueled my soul to give me even more strength, even more knowledge. No More Traumedy is a book that I actually wrote last year, inspired by my coach. we always talk about having a coach, right? Dr. Fred was my coach, and he was saying, Tina, you need a book. And I was like, no, I don't need a book. And, after talking to him, I realized I have a story. We all have stories. And Izu usually covers this segment right here. He's not here today, but the power of sharing your story is wonderful. So today, as you know, it's the second week of the year. And I was talking about numbers last week, and the number 24, which is this year 24, right? It's about aligning your heart with your actions, finding a sense of balance and peace, and enjoying the beauty of life. Now, it's a very spiritual number, and one that encourages high vibrations, awareness, and trust in the beautiful journey ahead. Now, I believe everything is a journey, whether it's your fitness, whether it's your business, it's a journey, and you have to enjoy that journey, right? Going back to that number 24, this Thursday, oh my gosh, it's tomorrow, guys. It's the new moon tomorrow. And I don't know if anyone's into the new moon or with the moon and the stars and the chakras, but I am really, really dialing deep into all the things that are there for me to support me. Because as you know, you may hear me talk about traumedies a lot. A traumedy is when the energies of a trauma and a tragedy collide. And when this happens, life-changing experiences occur, and some people get stuck, they get paralyzed. And I am the expert at this because, I've been through it and still continuing to this day, just pushing through. And guess what, family? I realized recently it's an ongoing process, and sometimes you have to add new things, and you may stop it, you may go. We talked about journaling earlier this morning. I actually have 2 journal books, one for my life and one for my fitness, just to stay extra focused, right? So I will be talking about this Thursday is the new moon, and if you're into that at all, at night, this is what I do. That night I look up, because the new moon, pretty much, if you didn't know, many people are familiar with the full moon, which is the lunar phase when the earth is located directly between the sun and the moon. Now, this gives the moon an illuminated appearance, and the entire face of the planet is visible from Earth. In contrast, a new moon is when the moon is located between the sun and the earth. This appears to viewers on Earth as completely non-illuminated, blending into the dark night sky. So this is when is the opportunity to write your intentions of what you want to do for day, month. And I was asking my daughter, like, should we do this just a new moon? And she's like, whenever you want. But the new moon is when I really dial down into it. And then I get my moon water, where I'll get my glass water bottle, put water in it, and then leave it outside overnight so the rays from the moon can kind of go into it. And then, I drink it, or you can put it in your plants or whatever you want to do with it. Does anyone do anything like this during the new moon? Want to talk about this? I'm just curious. Am I the only person that does this? Heard about it?
No, I do it.
Go ahead.
It's straight urban. You know me. I love following the lunar cycle. So yes, I love the full moon is when you've had enough, and it's time to just release what's not working. But this new moon, it's time to go hard with the new thoughts, the new words, the new ways, and the new ideas. I loved it. Yes.
I love that.
So great.
I heard someone else. Anyone else do the new moon intentions?
I do, and it's Mary Lynn, of course. I'm a moon star gazer, love all the phases. I have a moon phase calendar on my phone and stuff, because I feel like you don't have to follow it. Let me back up. I feel like when it says new moon or full moon, or it tells you it's the snow moon or the wolf moon or the worm moon, whatever, it's just a reminder, to start anew, to pause.
Love it.
Look at things. So yeah, the new moon for me, it's not that we have to believe them, forget it. I'm trying to get in the car, but you get what I'm saying.
Girlfriend, thank you.
It's an intention center. Thank you. There we go.
Yes, thank you so much for that. Because like I said, I'm new to this whole thing. My daughter is heavily into it. And hearing you say that, I love how you say you have the moon cycles on your phone, the dates of them, and it's just time to reset, just kind of look, because I feel sometimes nowadays we're not controlled, but like by the time, and if you think about the different time zones in the world, and you wake up when the sun comes up, even though it's still dark where I am, if you're eating with the earth, I believe they call it Ayurveda, if you're into yoga, or that, the whole cleanliness in life, just doing what you're supposed to do. So with that being said, I wanted to add that. And this quarter, this quarter is all about mindfulness. So for January, February, and March, you're going to hear me talk about all sorts of things with mindfulness. And this month, it's all about journaling. Last week, I spoke about journaling what you're grateful for. And this week, I would love for us to journal for what you get to do. In life, sometimes we get frustrated when we have to do things we really don't want to do. You might get annoyed. Oh, I got to go to work. I got to pay my bills. I got to pick my kids up from school. I got to do this. I got to spend time with my mom. Well, guess what? You get to do those things. You know, someone said to me once, I saw them making a post, and if I offend anyone or insult you, please forgive me. And she was complaining about her child. She's like, my child is this. And she's just like ranting this, putting him down. And I said, at least you have your child. At least you have a child. Some people can't even give birth to children. So instead of complaining all the time, look at the goodness in everything. So you get to go to work. You get to drive a car, you know, adapting the mindset of I get to rather than I have to can bring about a positive shift in your perspective on the way you live your life, the way you wake up. You know, today I'm going to give you 3 aspects to support this entire idea related to faith, because it's all about faith. Even though my theme for the year is Renaissance Opulence, which is rebirth, rebirthing who I am, getting back to my foundation, opulence, just wonderfulness. And I get to, so the first thing I want to talk about is gratitude and appreciation. As I said, that's what we journaled about last year. And when we approach tasks with the mindset of, I get to, we acknowledge the privilege and opportunity for that personal situation. And it fosters a gratitude and appreciation for what we're granted to get. You know, I remember it's amazing how the brain works, right? Am I the only one? If you have kids that are older now and you have to take them back in the day to cheerleading and dance, and it was so cool. I remember sitting in the car at gymnastics. It would be like from school to gymnastics to football. And then, you know, I was a single mom, so I couldn't be at gymnastics and at football at the same time. So you're asking this parent to take you. Was anyone annoyed back in the day? And now you're like, man, I wish I was back there. Anyone want to share a story about that? I would love to hear if anyone has anything like that. Or maybe I'm the only parent.
Like, no, you're not talking because I think my words are broken today. I have used so many words in the last couple of days.
I heard someone else, Marilyn, tried to unmic. Who else was that?
Oh, it was just me, Trey. I'm thinking the same thing as Mary Lynn. I don't want to be the only one, but shoot, I will share because I had 3 kids by the time I was 19. I didn't know how to appreciate anything in life yet. What I did know is I had a lot of fun with them, but then when things were fun, then it wasn't a lot of fun. So yes, now that I'm on round 2, raising a granddaughter that's 11, oh my gosh, I am just so grateful. And I look back and think, I'm so blessed. I'm so blessed that I got to have an amazing life with my children, and I get to still see the reflection of them and myself in them and my grandkids. And I already have 3 great grandkids. So yes, Tina, I know it's such a blessing. All of the things, because as a parent, for the level of angry that you get is the level of pride and joy and all of the other polarities. So yes, I'm grateful for all of them. Thank you, Queen.
Thank you. Does anyone else want to share before I continue?
Hey, Martina, it's Bella. I'll share.
Go for it, Mama.
I was the band. Mother day, my daughter got a scholarship, full ride to Bethune Cookman, but she started her clarinet in middle school, and so I miss it, right? And we still go back to Bethune Cookman together. And you couldn't tell me I wasn't in the band, and I loved it. Back to you, Tina. I love the topic.
Oh my gosh. Family and friends. Go for it.
I really love that statement that you made about, like we get to, because it gives us the power of choice, and everything really, when you break it down to the minute degree, everything in life can be a choice, because like we can either walk away from it, or we can walk into it. We can even choose to feel certain things. We can have that reaction. It's like, oh, man, this is happening. I don't like it, I'm going to choose anger and I'm going to stay in anger. Or, you know what, I'm going to choose the high road and I'm going to choose kindness. So it's like it empowers us. And with that empowerment, we get to manage our emotions better. So thank you for that.
Oh, thank you. Who was that just spoke?
This is Monty.
So good to see you here. Good morning. So if you guys saw the segment that Glenn played this morning, and I forgot the speaker, I actually went to one of his webinars and he was talking about the dollar bill. And I think about when I did my life coaching training and it was talking about having an anchor. And an anchor is something that you use to keep you focused, right? And I have this rock that says grace. And this is what I use to keep me anchored and present. And I'm just so grateful that I get to come here and inspire and motivate every one of you here, because it does the same thing for me. And as I mentioned earlier, this year is super challenging. It's like the valley is here, and I'm just grateful that I get to be here today. So the first thing you want to do, as we're talking about, you get to journal, realize you get to have those wonderful things. And a quote I want to share with you from William Arthur Ward is, gratitude can transform common days into Thanksgiving, turn routine jobs into joy, and change ordinary opportunities into blessings. This space here, let me tell you, family, I am so blessed to have met everyone in here, because it's just letting me grow, grow, grow. Number two, that's important about going into I Get To is personal growth and learning. Embracing challenges with a positive attitude can lead to personal growth and development. Viewing tasks as opportunities for learning and improving can make the process more enjoyable and fulfilling. Last night, I was watching a video, an interview from Ed Milet and Leanne Rimes. It's pretty amazing. I didn't finish it. And at first I did not want to watch it because I was like, I don't want to feel good. I want to feel in my feelings, but you got to get all those feelings, right? And she was talking about a song she had about God and vision and all that great stuff. And personal growth and learning, you know, you have to push through that pain, people. So you get to feel the pain so you can feel the joy, right? It's kind of like, it's weird, but it's painful, but it's loving at the same time. And I see my Trisha Rue in the building. And yes, stay anchored in all those feelings so that you can push through. So the second thing, as I mentioned, that you get to do is learning. And the quote from that is from Oprah Winfrey. And she says, the key to realizing a dream is to focus not on success, but on the significance. And then the small steps and little victories along your path will take on greater meaning. Wow. Oh my gosh, guys. It's like I am on Front Street right now because I am really going through it emotionally. Woo. So in this quote right here, it makes me think of something I'll be doing next week. I'm going to Jersey, and I have a love-hate relationship with Jersey. I have a love-hate relationship with a lot of things. And I was like, oh, I'm going to go on Tuesday. But I'm like, it's cold there. I don't want to go because it's cold. This Saturday, there is a sneaker ball. And when I first saw it, someone reached out to me. If you didn't know, I had a situation with my son. February 26th will mark 8 years. And they're having an event in the town. It's a sneaker ball where you wear a beautiful gown and then sneakers. And many people were reaching out to me. Your son had such a significance in the town, blah, 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 blah. So they're giving my nonprofit a scholarship for $500, and I get to present, and I get to speak, I get to share about his life, I get to do all those wonderful things. And then I also get the opportunity to share my book with some second graders, a workbook that I'm doing for children, because I get to share that story. So children that have gone through traumas or tragedies, right? Because children go through them. I get to share my story with them, how they can be better. Of course, it's going to be for children. I also get the opportunity to travel to Myrtle Beach. And you got ladies, you got to look at this picture right here. Ladies, look at the screen right here. Something that I got to do the other day, I went shopping to feel better. And can you see these shoes, ladies? I get to wear these beautiful red shoes at Christina's event. I get to speak to some parents at this event who may be, struggling with dealing with teaching their kids and stuff. So with that being said, the personal growth and all that wonderful stuff was the second thing I got to mention. If anyone wants to tap in before I go to the next number on mic, and go for it.
I just love how you're showing up today, Tina. Keep going. It's okay to show up and talk about the real life things and wear your heart on your sleeve a little bit. We don't always have to be, on. And, so you may be inspiring somebody else that is going through some valleys, some peaks, and then looking at what they get to do too. So keep it up, lady.
Girl, see, ladies, this is why you want to wear waterproof mascara, but you don't want to wear more waterproof mascara because, like, if it's waterproof, then it's got all these toxins and chemicals in it that's not healthy for you. Or maybe you could just not cry. But anyway, going on to number 3, I may have to get some waterproof. All right, if you're just tapping in, welcome to Breakfast with Champions. We are talking about things that are going to motivate you, educate you, and inspire you. Today, I'm talking about journaling, the things you get to do. And I was supposed to mention this in the very beginning. Fitness is my passion, and I'm doing a 6-week challenge starting on the 26th. I did a practice run of it, and I'm really tapping into it, growing our community. I have a community of amazing humans. We're the Shooting Stars Collective, and we have fitness classes, and we have more than just fitness classes. It is a community of women that empower each other. So with the fitness classes, we're doing our 6-week challenge, which is going to give you mindfulness, nutrition classes. And then to tap even deeper into all the things, I have a few retreats that I'm doing this year that I'm partnering up with people. If you guys know Mindy is amazing. And she's doing all these wonderful things with artwork in Costa Rica. And I was like, Mindy, let's work together. So we're looking to put together a retreat in March to Costa Rica. In May, I'm doing 2 retreats, one with Dr. Dale in Roatan, Honduras, and then in the end of the month in Bermuda. And they're going to be the mind, body, and soul awakening retreats. I've been on a few retreats. I know what it's done for my mind and body and soul and awakened all the wonderful things. So that's a little bit of what's going on with me. And I meant to say that earlier and I forgot. So tap into my Instagram for that information. Number 3 on things you get to do: faith and trust in this journey. Having faith in the journey of life, trusting that experience has a purpose, allows us to approach challenges with a sense of purpose and understanding. It enables us to see difficulties as opportunities for spiritual growth. Faith, let me tell you guys, I told you I'm dialing in every day. It's like 2 to 3 hours minimum. Every day I'm tapping into this personal growth stuff from I joined a hot yoga studio, so I'm doing that once or twice a day, from journaling to the mindfulness to the everything, you name it. And what this does for me is it helps to keep me grounded, and it helps me realize what is my purpose. Every single person has a purpose. You may not know what it is. Just be still. And when you're in this space, and I'm saying this all the time, and if you don't like it, I apologize. Breakfast with Champions is like Broadway to me. It's a blessing and a curse, but it's a great thing. Fitness is my thing, but last year I kind of got derailed in a good thing because I had the leaders to support me, right? I didn't plan on doing a podcast, but Mary Lynn, Marcus, and a few others supported me, pushed it out. I birthed a podcast last year, something I never imagined I'd do. I birthed a book with the support of everyone in here. By the way, I'm going to be interviewing Glenn next week about his book. Super excited about that. And it's about supporting one another, right? So if you're in this space right now and you need a change in your life, you want a change in your life, you're tired of living the way you're living, well, get up and do something about it. Guess what? Laying in bed is not going to do it. Staying in a ball is not going to do it. You have to move your body. Purchase my book, No More Traumedies. I'm reading it again, even though I wrote it and read it like a badillion times. Hi, River there. Tap into it. Just wake up, and do something different. I'm getting off track. I apologize. I'm pumping you guys up, pumping myself up too. All right. The final quote is from Martin Luther King Jr. Monday is Martin Luther King Jr. Day, I believe. Faith is taking the first step even when you don't see the whole staircase. And Ramon posted something the other day, or maybe it was someone else, I don't know, it was about a bird or something flying, and I don't know, it was some animal. If anyone knows what I'm talking about, unmic and interrupt me. But it would jump. It would jump. This animal, Ramon, it was on your page, Ramon. Are you here? He's not here. Okay, I'm going to have to paraphrase this. Ramon posted something and it was this animal and it was able to jump and fly really, 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 really far. But then when it was in a cage or like it was a wall, 8 foot, 6 foot wall, whatever, and it would not jump over it. And it said the reason why this animal did not jump like this was because it couldn't see what was on the other side. And sometimes I think in life, we don't have that faith. We don't have that trust in God that he's going to take care of us. People, family, jump a fly, okay? If you have a dream inside of you, move. Maybe you move to a whole nother state by yourself, all right? You have us, you have me, you have Mary Lynn, you have this room. This community here, trust and believe. It is your safety net. You ever see those things and people stand, I think people do the, what is it, a mosh pot pit or whatever, and you fall backwards and the people catch you? We are here to catch you. My daughter, she was 20 something years old. Actually, she was 18 when she first moved to California by herself. You know, she did it. And then a few years ago, she says, I'm going back by herself. But she knew I was there to catch her if she ever fell. But she never needed me. Okay, so you can do this if you have that faith in yourself. I'm going to round up all the things that I said today. We are talking about journaling. That's the one thing that you get to do to be an amazing person, right? So as you're journaling this week, as you're writing down your intentions under the new moon, I want you to realize that one of the reasons why you do it is for the gratitude and the appreciation. The second thing, personal growth and learning. And lastly, faith and trust in the journey. Now, adopting the I get to mindset, especially when infused with faith. And this month I'm going to get it. I want to get this tattoo that says faith, and it's got the shape of a heart on it because it has to be in my face, like every day in my face. If you notice, I have a tattoo here. It's an angel wing and it says love. When my daughter and I went to London a couple years ago, I got love, she got light. And that's so I can see it. That's in honor of my son. This empowers individuals when you get to approach life with optimism, with gratitude, and a belief in the meaningfulness of their experiences. So don't go out into this world, oh my gosh, I gotta go to work. Oh my God, you know, just, are you serious? Are you freaking serious that you're pissed off because you gotta go to work? No, you get to go there and you get to meet amazing humans. Why don't you turn it around? Right? Instead of having that negative energy, turn your frown upside down. I know that sounds super corny, but turn your energy around. So when you walk into that space today, wherever it is, you light it up. You light it up like the sun, like this little light of mine. I'm going to let it shine. God gave everybody a light. And that's why this room here is fueled with energy, fueled with inspiration and all that great stuff. I have 3 minutes. I want to hear from you. But before I give you guys an opportunity, I want to share again. If you want to join my tribe, Shooting Stars Collective, we meet once a week. We have fitness classes. We have mindset. I also have my 6-week Beast Mode Challenge that's coming out. If you want to get toned, if you want to lose weight, if you want to get supercharged, and it's only $25. I know. Why so cheap, Tina? Not cheap. Why so budget friendly? Because I want to change your life. I want to change your mindset. $25. Click the link. Oh, thank you, Renee. See, my girl Renee is on it. Click the link at the top if you want to join this 6-week challenge. That's just like a little peek into what I do. And each time you get closer and closer, hey, you might be in Bermuda with us. You might be in Honduras with us. Unmiking, anyone want to share their thoughts or topics? Welcome, Tiffany Jones. Hi there, Saul. Anyone want to tap into today's topic, comments? Go for it.
Good morning, Stars Tina. It's Rocky.
Hey, Rocky.
I'm excited.
Rocky, your stuff is coming. I'm sorry, girlfriend. Your girl has been going through it. Your book is here. It's in the mail. Forgive me, girlfriend.
Oh, no, you're good. I'm excited to come to meet you in Christina's event. I think they should be more scared of you and your energy than me and my energy, but I think together we're going to get on everyone's nerves.
Come to Christina's event.
Yeah. So my question is, and this is a good question, what if you're that goat? Because you've heard of fainting goats, right? What if you're that goat that jumps too much every single time and don't know what's on the other side, and you jump to the other side and it's not what you expect, right? Because sometimes I feel like I jump too much with faith and I'm not cautious when I need to be.
I think God takes care of that. Like what's intended for us is going to be there. And I love all of your energy, everything that you're jumping for. And I think like we have these things inside of us that we don't even know that we're supposed to do because we're too scared. We don't go like you, we don't jump, and we just need to do it. And maybe it's not, girl, all the things that I've done here, I didn't plan on doing this stuff. It's like, do you think I want to talk about trauma all the time? No, it is a lot of work, this empathy stuff. So I say jump for it, and it's what God has for you. He wouldn't give it to you if you couldn't handle it. You know, like that faith of a mustard seed stuff. Did that help at all?
It does, because fainting goats always pop back up and act like they didn't faint. So, it's cute. It's so cute.
I'm going to have to Google that because I've never seen it. Thank you all for coming through. I am Stars Tina here Mondays at 5 a.m. to kick in the doors for the amazing Glenn Lundy. I don't know about you guys, but when he motivated me this morning, I was like, girl, I heard him talking about Apple phones the other day. I wanted to cry. But watching that Caesars hotel room, if you have not been to to Vegas, let me tell you, that's where I'm getting married next. I don't know when I'm getting married. I don't know who the freak I'm getting married to, but I'm looking for my forever man. And we will be getting married in Vegas. Vegas is gorgeous, guys. All right. I don't know who I'm throwing it up to or to who, but grab this mic. Have a great day, everyone. And a bottle of hair grease. Bye.